I'm going to rewatch a video. The video is of Blitz Chess who got into chess during and because of COVID, like I did, discussing the dangers of devices in online gaming. I wish I would have posted on social media in 2019 and prior. Basically a ghost until COVID. So I am. Because I was a more traditional mental health advocate, especially right after my friend unfortunately died. But I eventually accepted the ideas that would maximize the chances of other men and I guess women not, killing themselves. Would not be the lovey-dovey, let's wait on corporate America to fix it approach. That's for sure. Still, her heart is in the right place, and she had some good ideas. The Mafia is not going to love that, though. One of their streamers, I'm assuming they paid some, bashing their app for being addictive, but I don't care. Nobody sponsored me.
To my beautiful, beautiful community, thank you guys so much for your amazing responses to my last video. Today, I would like to ask for your help in doing something for me and for you and for the chess community at large. And that is, I am sending an open letter to chess.com asking that they please implement some changes and new features on their website to better protect the mental health of our community and for chess players at large.
All right. What Neiman calls the Mafia, chess.com, which basically is the only major player in online chess. Well, that's making money. I don't mean that against Lee Chess and others. Money makes the world go. But today, what Neiman calls the Mafia, chess.com, apologizes for defaming Hans Niemann so they could tie a pretty bow on the Play Magnus acquisition. That's exactly what they did. Don't bullshit. That's the day they'll read this letter. Not because they're bad people. Because money makes the world go round. As soon as you turn on chess.com, which should have been my first time, but I'm in too deep now and all my damn early games are logged on there. So if I continue to figure it out over the board, eventually become a master, why would I switch sites, right? So it's like a shotgun wedding. Me and chess.com. But when you sign in, it'll say, well, it used to say, how many games are have been played. Maybe they changed that because of streamers bashing the addictive nature. But it would say how many games are in process and how many games have been played that day. And that's not quality over quantity or deliberate practice. Back to Belisa.
And I'm going to read my letter for you. This is a letter that I have drafted and will send to their team and to my contacts over there. And I will also paste a variation of this letter that you can please send to them as well. So on the bottom left corner of your chess.com page, you will be able to contact support and then go through the help process and send them a message. And you don't have to credit me at all. Please don't actually. It should come from you. Please tell them how this is important to you and also to basically repeat the need for new features to be implemented to protect us. So I will read my email for you. Dear chess.com team, actually, if there's a way for you to be able to see my message, I would love that. Dear Chess.com team, thank you for having me as a Chess.com streamer. I quit playing chess online due to its highly addictive quality. I would like to ask Chess.com to help protect the mental health of its members by implementing several features. Tilt control. An automatically generated message when a player loses 100 points of ELO within one session of playing, or X amount of ELO within a day. This can be customizable so that the message can best suit the temperament of the player. The general idea is to check on with the player. Are you sure you want to keep playing? You have lost blank ELO. You will probably keep losing. Please stop and take a break. And there can be an option to automatically freeze the count when a designated amount of ELO loss occurs. For example, minus 200. Is a time limit or option to temporarily freeze the count. When this option is activated, the user's account will automatically freeze when they have played over a designated amount of hours in a day. For example, if I set this to be 4 hours, then every time I exceed this amount of time playing chess, then I cannot physically start another game. There should also be warning messages, even if this option is not activated, to let the user know they have been playing for over 6 hours nonstop. I'm not sure what the best amount of time is, but I think in general 6 hours sounds about good. More than that is probably unhealthy, and you should take a break. More rigorous weeding out of toxic messages and chat and messages.
It's nasty out there.
Using AI perhaps to not allow messages of a negative nature. Perhaps you could toggle this option on and off depending on user comfort level. I know this because I enjoy the community aspect, right? I enjoy meeting new people and people message me, and especially as a streamer, this thing occurs. I don't know how prevalent it is for you guys. A lot of people just turn it off. They don't look at their chat, and I did that for a while because it's some people, it's just, there's so many toxic messages, and I don't think any of us need that.
I defend myself only.
Chess is a beautiful game. However, the online gamification of it has led to its assuming many characteristics of gambling and other highly addictive substances. Based on the feedback of my community, I know that this problem is pervasive, dangerous, and much graver than many of us would like to admit. Some people spend 40 hours a week on chess while not being a professional player. Others have neglected marriages and children. There needs to be a balance between spreading the love of the game and responsibility for the health and well-being of the community. In light of the tragic loss of GM Naroditsky, whose last stream many of us painfully witnessed, it is of utmost importance that Chess.com take this seriously and implement features preventing more loss of time, energy, life, and emotion, and feeding the addiction of online gaming. Thank you. My respect and gratitude to you all. Belisa.
But I'm in a badass Chess Mountain trailer. I've got to climb that shit.
So thank you guys, and please share this message. Please share it with chess.com. Share it. Tell your friends to send messages to chess.com. I want this to be a big enough voice and echo in the space that they can actually sit down and take us seriously, because
can't hear me.
One thing that I really, really want to see in this world is that people take care of people. We take care of each other. I want a healthy environment. I want a healthy community. I want a healthy space. And I keep going back to this. And it is our responsibility to take care of ourselves, but it is also the responsibility of a corporation to not only look out for its own profit and its own purse and bank account, but also to look out for its members and for the well-being of its members by not encouraging symptoms that simply keep them addicted to their platform and to the game, but to help them strike that balance, because the chess will not go away. The improvement will not go away. And the love of the game is being undercut by the addictive quality of the online gambling element to it. It does not serve the actual beauty of the game, the actual potential of the game, the actual learning and love of it, when we're actually just being like robotic machines hooked onto this dopamine feeding substance. And this is something I need you to look at yourself very seriously. And I want to be more raised in this community. While I have left, and I really don't actually want to be credited or really like spearhead this movement or anything, I don't really want that at all, but I would really like to see this change. And if I could help to influence this in a certain way, and you guys can also take the effort and energy, especially all of those of you who have loved so much seeing, the person I just mentioned and everyone else and in your love for the game and your love for yourself, to please take this seriously and please take steps to actively stop wasting so much of your life and energy and emotion on something so stupid and insignificant as a few digits on your screen, because your life is precious. Your gifts are precious. Your presence on this earth are precious. And I want you to see, really be aware of how you're using it. If you love the game, play with respect and love it and learn and get better, but no longer feeding this addiction. And I think the platform could do a much, much better job in helping us be aware of that, being like, okay, you've done too much. Because right now there's nothing stopping me from falling. It's like a parachute out of the sky, nothing preventing me from hitting the ground. And I need them to have that there to help prevent more loss of life. Thank you so much.
Loss of life. She's very blunt and a good speaker. I enjoyed her streams. I'll explain a little more in detail why I am the way I am about mental health and the virtual workplace. But here is the already built-in solution. iPhone died mid-game. I was winning that. I was going to get him in the end game. Yeah, knight, bishop. It's complicated, but I've done it before. Dang, you never made it with a knight and bishop. Not in a live game, but I was about to, and my phone died. That's the protection. When a device dies, you have to take a break. Put your chargers away because nobody gives a fuck. Why do I cuss so much? Well, in part to make the point that Belisa kind of made, which we're more worried about all the bells and whistles. In the case of an app, it's look how many games we can play. Look how cool we are. Look at all the things we track. So you can keep coming back. And I wonder how many games I played. And I wonder how many I won that. And then you start playing again. But also, we're more worried about making sure he doesn't say fuck. He can't say fuck. But Kramnik can ruin Narodisky's life. And there's bitchy 40-year-old women on social media going after men who waited too long to accept their draw offer. Oh no. But Kramnik's going to get a slap on the wrist that doesn't even leave a mark at all. So I say fuck now. Let's also ask what a person was like before the bullshit. If there is no evidence or history we can find on him or her, he or she is innocent and a good person until he or she gives us evidence he or she is not. Okay, why am I so sarcastic when it comes to mental health? Dayton, you just want people to die? You're a monster. No, like I said, I went to my friend's funeral. That fucked me up a little bit. Then COVID happened. Because during COVID lockdown, the loneliest time in history, I just built a house. I won't go into detail, so I'll start crying. Mike being an ass, that's what I labeled it. What if this had been the last message I had received on Earth? Even with Russia's influence, I don't know how politics work in chess exactly, but this is the type of shit that'll get anyone in trouble. What if the last message during the loneliest time in history, overdose rates at an all-time high, I had ever seen is the choice is yours. Go fucking kill yourself. Go sell your house. Be homeless. Be successful. We don't care about you. Fucking deal with it alone. Never coached. You don't have to be my friend. I don't even have to like you. You don't have to like me. You have to coach. And the reason I got this, and what a dumbass. COVID was stressful, and we just don't know what came over. And we're going to give everyone a break except for the 25-year-old young man during the loneliest time in history. What a dumbass. And why? Because I was snappy? Because I was mentally ill? No, because of this fucking visa. And it wasn't my job at age 25. I just turned 25 during COVID to understand the specifics of immigration and tech law. And part of why I played so much chess, when I was a kid, 20 years old, is when I met a lot of those people. who I didn't know it at the time, they were on an H-1B visa. Many I would consider my friends. I played racquetball with some. They never mentioned the visa because they probably didn't even know what I did unless they were on my team. But I thought it was my job to get good. I got a promotion in September of 2019. Okay, that's my job. Basically, and you can say I'm paranoid if you want, but there's many stories that will echo my claim. I got that promotion in hopes I would fail as a techie, but succeed as a people leader. And then I would get to compete for another promotion and lead a support team based mostly in Gurgaon, India. But I liked the stuff. So I just got good at it. But if an American gets good at it, that's obvious abuse. And apparently you get sanctioned for that. So, but dealing with all that, the dumb fuck, this Mike guy, didn't offer to transfer me. I mean, why would you risk your own career? What a fucking moron. What a fucking moron. Or wait till COVID. I was causing no trouble. Because you want me to be just like you. Just like you. And if I'm not just like you, then die. Go figure it out somewhere else. We just don't care what happens to you. You're nothing. And that's what Belisa was talking about. Got to take care of ourselves, but don't be someone's last straw. And I dealt with it. I was lucky to have the evidence. Of course, I wasn't supposed to have any of that. But they forged documents. They were going to act like I was overworked. They were trying to help me. I have all the retaliation. Went at my mother. Man, it pisses me off to no fucking end. You don't ever go to young man's mom, you crazy bitch. Sorry. But she pretended to deny the leave, which she can't contact me technically during that. And I would have came back on a different team or otherwise. We've been notified by Sedgwick. Dear associate, contact us. Okay, it's from you. So who is us? It's contact me. This is forgery. This is blatant forgery. But I wasn't replying to her LinkedIn messages or text messages because I was done with it. That's how I am. I'm loyal until I don't care who you are. One time, and it's obvious and it's intentional. Forever. I was on your team. I trust you. I respect you. You tested me. And you proved you were going to cross that line. You're done. Don't act like I was paranoid or confused. I'm giving you chances because you did a lot for me. There's many stories of a manager. That was my intern, and I had a kid young, or I didn't want to climb, but it's cool that he did. I figured that would be our relationship, but instead she chose to try to ruin my life while we couldn't go outside. So, and then harass my mom. But she forged it. Please contact us. The company appreciates your contributions, and we look forward to working with you to ensure a smooth return and transition. Okay. See, they were going to bluff. This is why everyone should play some chess. I mean, it's war. War shouldn't be a big part of regular life, but it came to be for me. So they're so eager to have me back, as my boss forged. Okay? She took matters into her own hands, and this is why I'll win, because you never, ever, ever, under any circumstance, fix your own mistake in the corporate world. You do not ever fix your own mistake. The Hans Niemann stuff and chess.com isn't corporate America necessarily. It goes up the ladder, and now we have to answer for it. But none of you answer for it. At the top, we make the decision, and it'll trickle down. So she tried to fix her own mistake, which was triggering a termination without coaching during the longest time in history. Fuck you. But we create American jobs. Okay. She needed words because you got arrogant but very talented men at the top making decisions. So if they make their decision, which is fuck Dayton Carr, save her, ta-da, lawyers will fix it. Decisions made, they'll never go back on their works. That'll make them look weak. So she forged. And what else did she forge? I don't even know. Made me look like a monster. That's why I had to get him off the books. He was breaking systems. No, the H-1B holders were doing shit. And you were going to blame me for it once I was completely defenseless. That is so disgusting. But like I said, the company was going to bluff. They didn't know that she tried to fix her own mistake. Of course, they're just doing their job in their little part of the world. Okay. Okay, so now it's a fucking grievance. That's funny, because I wasn't upset when I still stayed calm and talked to HR. And you didn't know my boss was still harassing me. That's funny. So she was so eager, or the company, which is her forging, acting as the company because I wasn't replying to her individually. It's a grievance, but you want to work with me so much. So what makes you think I'm angry? Oh shit! This was supposed to go to court. He can't share these documents. Let's fucking go to war over it because you can't do any of this. Pieces of shit. But to wrap up this rant, close ticket, shut up, we'll write the script, sit down, fuck you. At the end of the day, corporate people are not bad at all. But to survive in that world, you drink the Kool-Aid or you get chased out. That's why I will vote. That's the extent of my social awareness. I will vote because men died so I can vote and have a say in America. But if they can help and it doesn't cost them any time, energy, or especially money, they might. But they've went at my mom at least 3 more times that I know of since. I got my bonus 2.5 years later that they owe me because I was supposed to go to court, and then they could figure all that out. It's fixed now. Customers never hear it out. Fucking snakes. But I got my bonus in the mail because that's illegal and that's negligent. Had I killed myself or overdosed like Naradisky unfortunately did, nobody cares. No bonus. Nothing fixed. That my guy who they let go finally, and he checked my profile after he was let go because he knows he can't do anything he did. Had I overdosed, ruined my life, been in prison, and nothing's fixed. So that's how I view mental health. And that's why I'm sarcastic now. Belisa's mindset might become the norm as my generation becomes eligible for positions in politics and climbs the corporate ladder. But I'll wait to see it before I change my tune. Because had I taken that mindset of people are going to help people, someone's going to help me. They're not just fishing to get words. They're not just screwing with my mind even more after they already did plenty. And I'm not snapping. I'm not giving them the narrative they want. So now it's my mother. And that'll make any man snap. And it sure did. Because my mom is going to talk like any good mom would. No, what's going on? Okay, I'm worried about him. A lawyer, so they're going, Tammy worried about son. That's probable cause. Can we get any more permission from the government to invade his private? That's how a lawyer thinks. It's war now. So for my mom to say a word, I'm like, God damn it. So now I have to get in her ass and tell her the details, which I didn't tell her hardly anything at first because I knew she'd freak out. And then you're going to point at that and say, see, that's why we did what we did. We were trying to help him, but I have all the stuff. To be constructive. I would not wait until a corporation fixes anything or makes devices less addictive. As I play, I will tell what I'm trying to do, though I also spiraled today. It's been very bad. I missed over the board chess too. But it would be more constructive to try to study our downward spirals. Like for me, my worst spirals tend to be triggered by opponents using their clock very differently. So one plays very fast, one plays very slow. Instead of just the stress and focus required for chess, it's like I compare it to baseball. Like, is a 105-mile-an-hour fastball hard to hit? Yeah, but for really good hitters, it's much easier than a very, very nasty changeup that is moving a lot. So what pitchers do is they will go, maybe they know it's not their best pitch, but they have to change the eye level because it gets the batter hopefully jumping around in his mind. Like, well, that was different. And you catch him off guard. And that's what happens when opponents manage their clock very differently. One game's fast, one game's slow, another game's slow, one game's kind of fast, and then I spiral because I lose control of my brain. So study our spirals. Don't expect chess.com to put in features to save us. But Belisa did a very good job in her video. And I hope that little rant explains a little bit of why I am the way I am. Just like Hans Ziemann, I mean, they were fishing because they messed up. And I've compared the Neiman case to, or how I think it should have been handled, to someone who gets a DUI. I think driving drunk is the dumbest thing in the world. There's no reason for it, especially with Uber now. But I would not like it if we just start invading people's private text messages randomly. Driving drunk. I lost my daughter to a drunk driving incident, and I'm gonna invade everyone's privacy to make sure no one's doing it. Not only is it's not good enough for the cops to do their job, I have to go out of my way to invade people's privacy and find out everyone who's driving drunk. Okay? You can't do that. Even people who are bragging about it, ah ha ha, I drove drunk again. Yeah, that's just unfortunate, but you're innocent until proven guilty, so you can't just dig in the past. In part because everyone has some dirt, and two, because it's not sustainable. But Belisa throwing Naroditsky's story in there and not just bucketing with the Kramnik accusations, but actually kind of tying in with just the addictive nature of online chess, that's going to really cause some shit. I don't disagree, though. Now that I think about it, I never really put them in the same category. I just kind of lumped the Naroditsky thing as most likely the accusations messed him up mentally. But over the board, even if I'm going through a hard time, or even if I am really, really spirally, I'm fine and I'm pretty social. Even while I'm spiraling out of control online in between rounds, I'm pretty fine to talk to. Never had any outbursts or anything in my life that are bad enough to get me banned or the cops called or anything. Never, even with my friends that are doing well now, when we're young and stupid. One who's a good guy put a hole in the wall when we were juniors because he was drunk and I think fighting with his girlfriend. I never had any of those situations. My point is, when I'm at the club, I control my swings because I literally couldn't play again if I wanted to. And that's why Belisa had a pretty good point about the Naroditsky situation might have been in part amplified by the addictive nature of online chess. Okay. And if I had more time, I would definitely not do that. Okay. So I have to. Shit! Am I gonna lose this? No fucking way. You bastard. How did I not see that though? God damn it. It's maddening. Won't do this. Why? Why would you do that? I was gonna teach. It was gonna be a good teaching moment, but you completely gave away the perk of having that pawn there. You might be stupid. I would look into that. How were you? No, your rooks will never get connected. I will emerge victorious in this chess battle. That's fine. Speaking of not castling, watch me break the rules. I'll do it. I swear I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I'm a dangerous man. Okay. You don't deserve to play chess because you're a disgrace. I'll fork stuff. I'm going to have to go here, try to salvage it. Only move. You are silly. Tell you what, go ahead. Didn't see that coming, did you? I'm crazy. I told you I'm crazy. Watch this. No? All right, fine. Whoop. Next canal. Go chat with Good Cash or Vishy and on. You're gonna have to schedule a private lesson. It's probably not gonna be cheap. You play like dog shit. Yeah. And part of the reason too, it's embarrassing to admit how much online chess I play, or for men to be vulnerable at all. It's not so much embarrassing as it is stupid, because we'll die alone and lose our jobs. No, it's okay. We really won't happen. We don't have an advocate. You're the fucking worst. Hate people like that. See, this it really should be banned though. Like, this is a waste of time. But you just got a bunch of addicts on here. They might be pretty good at chess. I know I'm a lot better than I show most of the time. I haven't slept in 5 days. But for one, online chess is not fentanyl. Dave, what do you know about fentanyl? I've never fucked with fentanyl, but I have met people who supposedly have, and you can tell if someone's full of shit. Especially if I'm Ubering them or in a scenario where I'm not going to see them again. They have no incentive to lie to me. You can see it in their eyes. You can just see it fuck them up. So online chess is better than a fentanyl overdose. That's for sure. But I think the reason most people, especially women, it's I'm not saying women can't be tough and be the boss and shit. I'm just saying women are not designed to deal with men being what they would say. No, no, but you're being emotional. No, at the end of the day, it's just not good to do for a man. You do not want to talk about your problems. And women can talk about how hard it is to be a woman and stuff, but they will never understand what it's like to be a man from that perspective, and they don't want that. They do not want it. You absolutely cannot talk about your stuff. But if I show my chess swings and compare that to what someone struggling with an addiction may go through, that might help everybody. Okay, so I have to get my king here first, so your rook can't do the stupid trick where I'm talking to myself. But I have to make you trade. I have to get that pawn. You'll get this pawn, and then I can try to draw it. It's the only thing that can happen. And I'll leave that there, probably for eternity, if your king tries to come, so it can't enter. The door's closed. You get a better king. You got another pawn. Basically, I want that pawn and that pawn to remain. Yeah, fine. Now that makes it better for you, doesn't it? You asshole. Why did I do that? What was I even thinking there? I think I just wanted to draw some arrows. That's probably what happened. It's definitely what happened. I like to draw arrows a lot. Who doesn't? It's fun. It's a good way to pass time. Oh no, what am I doing? That wow. That's not real smart of you. Oh shit, yeah. It wouldn't have been smart of you had I. Fuck. Just in the mood to give away pawns today, it seems like. Get back to the basics here. We get our king safe every time, so we give ourselves a chance. Try to not let this happen. I'm going to break up the pawns before they storm. If we don't have a clear idea of what we want to accomplish, we're going to improve a piece. We're going to manage our clock well. Ready, break. All right, target stuff. I'm probably going to pin it if you don't play that. Have to take with that. And I'm here. So I want to make a take with the pawn, but I can't really do that. So I'm trying to win one of these pawns. You have to use the rook, fine. Otherwise, I would have saw the bishop. Peekaboo. I can't move a man who defends both of them. So here you. I'm just right back, so I get that pawn for basically free. You can try. Yeah, but. Fuck that up. I mean, you should swing it now. It's real simple. What I should probably do is just try to eliminate both those pawns and storm mine. It's a better approach than my shenanigans, basically trying to get you to make a mistake. Yeah. Whatever. What do I want to do? Which one do I want it? It's a great job on me. Great job. No, because it'll take with check. It'll take with check. Yeah. Or not with check, but yeah. Okay. I still think I go there because let's push some pawns. Yeah, I figured so. Oh shit. I am gonna stop playing online chess when I get to 2200 in Blitz. I got 2199. I'm so pissed off. Really, my online number shouldn't count because I just play a lot, and then eventually you'll run into a string of opponents who play like trash. It's not doesn't prove anything about your ability though. Because I want this. You should use your queen. See, even that, I'm kind of playing too much for mistake, honestly. I'm just seeing this pen and reacting. Hmm. Shit. 37 seconds left. Oh my gosh. You're terrible. See, at 1200 over the board, that would never, even in a blitz game, do that shit. I started to explain something, but my brain is fried, so I think I stopped talking. What do you want? What do you want? I was reviewing code during COVID lockdown, which is about the only thing in the world that might be as complicated and requires much focus as chess. So kind of like an abusive relationship. I came to enjoy it. I'm lonely. I read Admiral Richard Byrd's book Alone. I forget the little disclaimer, The Great Polar Excursion or something. And I implemented all those ideas. I was reviewing code. I was sick and probably needed to see a doctor, but I was having a good time. And I also don't like when old school business people, oh, well, see, he was sleep deprived and he doesn't actually remember. He can't be trusted. His claims are not valid. No, bitch, that's not how it works. It's not how it works at all. But my brain got in that zone, so I kind of needed something else. You can't just break a habit cold turkey. And that became chess. That's part of why I'm so into it as well, I guess. I want that pawn. I want to get this pawn. Your pawns will suck. Okay, you see what I just explained. Fine. You have average vision. Good job. But did you see this maneuver? I bet you didn't. I'm trying to give you that pawn. Take it. Make you take it. Yeah, let me have it already. Jerk. Him in 1981. Quit living in the past. Fine. Play d4. We'll have a surprise for you. See, I predict the future. Okay, you're low on time. Let's do it this way. But you can't get your king into assist with that pawn. You want to take that pawn. It's not a good move. So if I move your rook from there, I can win that pawn. Oh, shit. Chess is hard, man. Nope. Oh, no, you're good. No, my God, count the fucking... And then I messed up my next game by opening with whatever that's called, the bomb cloud or something. I'm pissed. Should be a pawn. So you're there. I'm okay. Still okay. Not ideal. I'll survive it. And now whatever you do. What did you just what just happened? Whoa, 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 buddy. What's going on here? This is getting a little bit insane. Hate to call you names, but it's the truth. Okay. Oh, that drive me insane. And what are you doing? Because you can't try this shenanigans and discover that way. I'll just take and then take and I'll take it. So you're probably on drugs. Yeah. Get a life. Yeah, have some double pawns in front of your king. Or you can push them. You should do that, yeah. But it's still less than lovely for you, my friend. I'm gonna push all of them. Don't stop pushing. I won't end up trying to get that pawn, okay? Hmm. That's a good move. You're not that bright, is what's happening in this instance. See. But still, like I said, Belisa in her little video, and she did another video, I watched it too. It's a longer one about her quitting chess. Like, she seemed to think the what do you want? the spirals were triggered by just the addictive nature of online gaming and possibly differences in skill level. Like if you go up and down a bunch of elo, police seem to think that would cause you to tilt or want to get it back. But I don't know if she was saying it's the addiction of wanting to get your elo back, or if it's because people aren't playing at their proper ratings. Hold on. I don't know if she was attributing the addictive nature or the addictiveness of the app to wanting to get the elo back, or if she was actually going deeper and trying to claim that when people are trying to get their elo back, they don't play at their actual ability because they're on a tilt. So therefore, we're playing people that aren't actually probably rated correctly. And that difference in whatever. If anything, Bliss was attributing I can just win the game. I think it's when opponents play at different speeds. If anything, Belisa might have thought them playing at different strengths makes it more addictive. Okay, so nobody likes you, but I've clarified that a few times. That discovery doesn't bother me much. Fine. So I'm here and I have a target, so I'll just win another item. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier, which is you lack talent and intelligence. Oh shit, you had the rook to target. My god, I gotta stop talking shit. Gotta stop with the shit talking. God dang it. Pretty much regardless of what you do. Okay. God, I'm out of it. This is a bad sign. I've gotten lucky a few times, but it's not looking like I'm going to be playing my best chess today. Okay, sure. Jeez, just give him everything, dude. Why not? Why not, huh? Okay. God damn it. See, and then, but that does piss me off. Like, you're playing online chess, just shut the fuck up. And that's when I get mad that I've wasted my life doing this. Is you get smoked by anyone decent. I'm exhausted / struggling with an online chess addiction, and then you're going to talk like you're Magnus Carlsen. And you promise I'm way more clever than you. So it's a good thing that you're the one in the driver's seat of that game and not me. Because though I criticize people for talking crap, if I'm provoked, I will dish it out with much more venom. Okay. I want that pawn. Basically want your Fianchetto bishop to have to work before it sees daylight. Okay. That pawn. Pawn is mine. You can get my B pawn. I think I'm gonna be okay. Okay, why on earth would you do that? It just made my life very pleasant. So now you can take my A pawn, okay, fine. My pass pawn's gonna be more annoying than yours. But it's not, but you didn't slide your rook. Man, see, this is so dangerous. Because in my head, I'd already done. Don't play chess. Don't ever start. It's a big game here. 21:56. Now you keep moving because I'm way out on time and I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay. I've heard it looks like they hang out on the 7th if they can. I don't want to do that. That's risky as hell. Okay. Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say. You're gonna play H6 like a crazy motherfucker? Well, you are a crazy son of a bitch, aren't you? I like it. I like it. I wouldn't suggest playing chess this way, but let's see what happens. See what happens here. It's the worst. I'll draw it, right? No, I'm gonna win it. I should win it. Because I'm here. No. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, actually. No, you can't do that. Which time do you have? We're trying to win it. You suck. I suck, really. I do that sometimes. When you see you could win on time, you just overestimate how much time you need to stall out. We should really just try to win the game instead. Try to checkmate. And don't put your king pawns. Pretty much automatic. Because I need to make a fast. What is this? What did I just do? Fuck. See, now I'm thinking my bishop's it's not lined up in the right spot. What am I talking about? What am I doing? Okay, so I win the bishop, right? Because I separate the queen from the bishop. Queen can't see the bishop. Your bishop can take if you want. All right. You can't escape my wrath. Go to the check now. I think I got that all right. Oh shit, I'm out of time. I got focus. What is wrong with you? Especially with me being low on time. Oh no. God dang. I gotta get some sleep. This is crazy. Fuck. I want my award though. I want my 2200 award. It's not very close right now. See, nobody's paying attention. Well, I'm not paying attention because that knight is not on its natural development square somehow. So I'm not targeting that pawn. Wow. It's a pretty passive move. Oh, the bishop is still there. Shit. See, there should be a lawsuit. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't want to throw that word around. And suddenly people start caring. Your rook is not able to help, Dayton. God damn it. Pay attention. You're smoking these people. Gosh. Counts. Shouldn't count, but it counts. It can't be good, right? Oh, your bishop is there. My fault. Shit. Bishop snipe. I'm at 36 seconds again. God damn. Go to sleep. Quit wasting fucking time. Move that pawn. Try to salvage something. Wow. Wow. You're terrible. I thought I saw a mating net, but there's no way that there's a few different types of desperation tries. Like, oh, I got lucky and I actually see a mate. And oh, there should be something. Or I've seen opponents screw this up a couple times. There's probably a way it can happen, but I need some help. And I definitely felt like sounds like a Hans Niemann interview. He didn't know he's talking about. It's Blitz Chess, man. I don't think you can cheat in Blitz Chess. Maybe you can. Like there's danger if they play stupid, if they screw it up. It's definitely possible to screw something like that up. Goes back to chess is hard as shit. I need to go to sleep. Okay, fine. You can be a pawn pusher if you want. There are awards given out every year. There's streamer awards, there's pawn pusher awards. That's who you are. It's a way of life for you. Okay, I don't want that to happen, so I gotta do her jab. I develop, so I don't have to go backwards. What do you want, asshole? Check this. Really? All right. Oh, okay, the rook move. That's what I need to. That's what I need to be looking for. So go check. Okay. So that pawn is frozen. That pawn is frozen. It doesn't matter that much. That's fine. I would prefer it that way. I can't do that. The bishop's there, Dayton. Focus. Focus, focus. That's what I get. So I get something there. Shit! I could do this. Be a little bit crazy. Don't be crazy. Just improve. Just improve. God! Oh my gosh. Wow, lucky. I've got to go to sleep. It's not going to work. Yeah, I'm done. See, and that's when, like Belisa was talking about, settings or reminders to take a break. When clearly I'm just going through the motions and I'm not even using my clock at all. This is the future, though. Unless my generation gets in power and regulates this stuff properly, I'm all for delegation, but the mostly old white dudes who came up. Stop talking. A good story, though. They just think they can delegate everything. But you need to at least be competent enough with tech to evaluate talent, and they're not even close to there. Okay, thank you for the piece. Should be a piece, right? Check would not. No. So I'll just go here. And force should react. We gotta take the queen. Otherwise, I'm going for the rook. So I win. Yeah, thanks. But how can they put any regulations or care at all when they came up at a time when basically people thought computers weren't going to last? Just get out, or don't act like you're trying to help us. You're absolutely just screwing us worse. Damn it! Freaking about that. Okay, so if I'm here and then here and I slide up, I think I'm supposed to do that. None of it's good, but because I have to stop that from happening. And then I think I go there. Problem is you're gonna get this pawn, it all falls apart if you play it right. Oh shit, you can do that. Whoops, okay. That's the most annoying of the many common tricks. That is the most annoying and the one I fall for the most frequently. Losing that pawn. Wow. Will I be up a pawn after this mess? I think so. Because if you start chasing pawns, you have to be real careful. Be smart. Gosh. Trying to save these pawns somehow. Okay. I screwed that up so bad. Let's get killed. God. Damn it. Fuck. That's probably a good decision. Then you have a pawn there you have to react with the knight. No, you didn't do that. So here I take it. I'll survive. Probably. Now that was a really bad choice. I'm just going to defend that pawn. that would have been a good check, I think. Oh man, that was not wise. Maybe too slow. Take it. Slow down. Let's see, you're gonna go there. Oh shit. What now? Okay. But don't stop thinking just because you didn't do what you wanted. What is this? Surely you didn't do that on accident. No, you're just stupid. You've got to. It's peace. Right? Whoa. Oh no, the queen's there. Okay. So you got to move your bishop right now. You try to move my queen first, I guess, if you want. Pay attention, dude. God damn. The hell? Nope. Now you definitely lose. There's one. No. Here, I'm here. That doesn't work. Oh, yeah, it does. So take your rook. Cool. Oh, shit. No way did I just mess that up. God dang it. Anyway, it's over. Gosh, that's painful. That's so painful. I was thinking I had it won, so I stopped paying attention. Gosh. Get this win. Okay. And I'm turning it off. You're over that. Bad job by you. Shit. I'm not even thinking. Gosh. All right. right, same is still true. But now it's even. Should have thought about that a little bit. If it's 9, you're probably not that good. You only have one move, right? Disconnected. Wow. Thanks. Ask my son to turn this off and go to bed. Check back. I'll stream until I get to 2200. Then, if I don't get a chance to play full time over the board, I'm out. I'm out. I live by the rule of twos. Started doing that when I Uber drove. My mom would call me after I dealt cards at night. Oh no, this happened in the news. Oh, what's going on? And now you're Uber driving. Well, you're crazy. My mom, you're going to a pharmacy full of addictive substances. Chill. You're way more at risk. Rule of twos: break in the area twice, shooting twice. The pastor tells me not to come to that area of town twice. Deuces. I listen after 2. Hit on Alexander Botez, offered to be her trophy husband twice. Her first strike was I offered to teach Andrea Botez piano lessons. And then she did an anal beads joke at the expense of her friend, or what I thought was her friend Hans Niemann. That's fake as fuck. Not saying she is fake as fuck, but I'm not going to marry her now. So, rule of twos. And when it comes to chess, you had Hans Niemann, the band in general, and then you had Nerdisky's suicide/overdose. I'm not about it anymore. Oh, and Tyler won 3. Bullshit.